I have to start with what is important to me, and that is gratitude. This event is a whole lot of fun, but it also symbolizes a lot of behind-the-scenes effort, hours and hours of work by the ALAS Board of Directors. Their work is unpaid, but it is not unrecognized. Thank you to all of you who continue to work not only on this event, but daily, to the grand vision of ALAS, a safe place for our young people, true belonging, and inclusion. And the staff team at ALAS. If I ever wanted to talk about visionaries, I would talk about this group of humans, and I can hardly speak of them without my voice cracking and my heart beating out of my chest, because they are pure light. They are not perfect. They are people who have committed to a journey and a lifestyle that puts others ahead of themselves. Every day, without fail, they show up with compassion, depth of character, a good sense of humor, and most importantly, love what they do best. And what they do best is relationship, connection, community, and authenticity. I don't know what I did to deserve them, but it must have been something good. And my staff friends will understand best why I must begin with a quote and then tell you a story and encourage you to think deeper about our processes, the real reason we are all here tonight, the adults that are a part of the ALAS Dufferin program. The quote is this: I could never breathe love if I first did not learn how to inhale a little bit of chaos. This is in no way to imply that our program is chaotic. Well, unless you include big messy art projects, crazy fun dance parties, pool races, beach parties, and the odd flying beanie baby. Our program is a whole lot of fun, but it is not chaotic. In fact, this year we have seen an awe-inspiring amount of organizational growth. We are now serving 24 individuals and their families. We have 14 to 15 people at program every day, 5 full-time staff positions and relief staff. Our roster of community partners has grown to over 20. We launched a new initiative this year called Active Lives, Active Giving that has us volunteering with 9 other community nonprofits. We have been published. We have a new website, a new parent support network, and new therapeutic after-hours programming like movie night, life skills, and guys mentoring group. This is a massive amount of new growth and change to happen over the course of a year, and it took many, many hands and hearts to accomplish this. I can quite proudly say ours is an organization that is thriving. This is community work at its finest, and I am overwhelmed by the support and acceptance of all of these things, many of them firsts, that are making ALAS a really beautiful place to be. All of these things have been a process, and processes can feel chaotic at times. And so now maybe you understand why I can say, I could never breathe love if I first did not learn how to inhale a little bit of chaos. Our relationships grew and changed this year. We had another first that is a real and profound part of our story. Our friend Scott let us walk right to the edge of the river with him, and then he crossed over it, and we did not. We lost a participant, friend, and energetic force in our lives. Now, I'm a yoga teacher, so I understand a little bit about breath, about the inhale and the exhale. During the time right after Scott passed away, I felt like I was in the midst of an inhale of chaos that was going to go on forever, and it felt like fire. I think on our staff team we learned a very important lesson, that times like this do not make us stronger, not even as we move through it. Strength is not what is gained from hard, devastating, soul-wrenching work. We gain something completely different when we inhale the chaos of pain and grief. We gain authenticity or realness. And we learned that we didn't have to be strong to be as real and genuine as we could be with the participants and families as we did this. We became more authentic and grounded in this. Our roots grew a little deeper as our wings felt a little more torn up by the storm. And very, very slowly, sometimes in fits and starts, we started to exhale. And let me tell you, that exhale is a deeper, more thoughtful, and compassionate love, even if our breath is a little more ragged now. I am not stronger. I am more aware of how cracks let the light come in. We get a lot of messages about strength, how strength is physical beauty, shiny new stuff, glossy hair, and long eyelashes. People with money and fame and the fastest car or race time or the most trophies are sometimes considered strong, and at ALAS we have never prescribed to that. We are standing in the values that trying your best, learning new things, laughing with your friends, and expanding your capacity to be real are what's important. So we do not ask our participants or ourselves to become stronger in any way. Strength is relative. Physical strength comes and goes. So does money, fame, and perfect skin. Genuine life engagement can be with us in every moment, and as we now know, can even outlive us, as it has done with our friend Scott. I could never breathe love if I first did not learn how to inhale a little bit of chaos. Now consider this, because I love a good flip side. We have the great pleasure and opportunity to join our friends on the Teamworks Summer Camp bus all through July and August. For those of you who don't know, Teamworks is a day camp based out of a school bus, run by our friend Antia. She provides an inclusive camp in the form of amazing trips and experiences. We join them every Friday in the summer for a trip to Wasaga Beach. On some of these Fridays, we have upwards of 25 participants and just about as many staff in a school bus and then at the beach for a whole day. Many outsiders would say this is a recipe for chaos, but it's not. If you have not experienced it, you should, and here's why. One day this summer, one of the staff had a birthday, and Antia, in her wisdom, brought what I will refer to as her party box. It's a box full of dress-up clothes, Hawaiian leis, hats, grass skirts, glasses, scarves, you name it. If it's bright and colorful, it's in there. Also a karaoke machine blasting tunes, a bubble machine, and shaving cream. On this flawless, hot summer day, with every kind of person you could imagine, on a grassy area by a perfect lake, I stopped, absolutely frozen in my tracks by what I was witnessing. It looked like pure chaos, like you had to see it. People wearing the wackiest, craziest costumes, covered in shaving cream, chasing each other, with the Backstreet Boys cranking out of the boombox and bubbles covering the blue sky. And every single one of them was laughing. I caught myself in the middle of one of those huge inhales of chaos again, and it felt like fire. But this time the fire was burning away all the fear and hurt and bitterness inside me. I felt like I was going to fall to my knees as I exhaled love. Surprisingly, this glorious, beautiful, faultless moment didn't make me stronger either. It cracked me so wide open there was nothing but light. And I learned the only lesson I needed to learn that day. When you inhale chaos and exhale love, the highs are as high as the lows are low. In this work we all do with other humans. Big love means big grief. And there is no trying to stop letting both in your life. It won't make you stronger. It will make you more real. So this is what you support when you write a check, donation, lend a hand, open your heart, say a prayer, or like a post when it comes to ALAS. This is what you support when you tell your people about our people and encourage them to give. This is what you promote when you say hi to us on the street or join us in a volunteer activity or help a parent with a child with a developmental difference. It's a big world. And there's a lot of helping out there to do. We are honored you chose to do it with us. Thank you for supporting Roots and Wings and our chaos and love.